Well, joining me now are a couple that certainly can boast probably one of the longest partnerships both on and off the track as far as harness racing is concerned. Joe and Mary Rando, and let's have a just talk about their success. Well, Joe and Mary, thanks for joining us. First of all, congratulations, grandparents for the first time when your daughter Amanda presented you with a lovely baby boy.
Yeah, we're very proud. He just turned one the other week, and Mary and I couldn't be any prouder.
Mary, I can see where Joe could be a grandfather, but geez, I find it pretty hard to see you're a grandmother.
Oh, I love it. I'm loving it. I miss him terribly. I wish he was here with us today. So, yeah.
So what's the names? We got grandfather and grandmother?
No, I'm Nana.
I'm Pop.
I can see you as a pop. Well, Joe, as I said in the intro, married 25 years and now a racing partnership. First of all, the marriage, 25 years, certainly a wonderful achievement in this current climate.
Yeah, no, we're not just married, we're best friends, and we work together, and we like, we do everything, we're never apart.
You've taken the marriage to another level 10 years ago when you decided to become a partnership. Joe, the question to you, did you start feeling guilty after all the hard work Mary was doing?
Yeah, she did all the work, so no, it's just recognition for Mary. We do everything together, like I said just before. We do everything together, and just recognition for Mary that she's part of the team, and she is the team.
Each other, so.
Yeah, the past 10 years, Mary, you've been associated in the racebook as the new training partnership, and that was somewhat of a record as well because it's the first time in New South Wales a partnership.
That's right. It was very exciting. I actually didn't want to do it at first, but then once we had our first winner, which was BRD, I was very excited.
What was your reaction when Joe came to you and said, listen, from now on it's a partnership in the racebook?
I said no. I said, no. I says, I don't need to. I know what I can do and what I don't do. It doesn't matter. And he said, yes. I want you in it because you do the same amount of work and we bounce off each other and we're a partnership.
How many horses in the stable, Joe?
Currently 14.
And where do you work out at Hawkesbury?
No, we have our own property at Mary's father's place. We have, stables, and we've got a hill track with a 10-metre rise in it. So, yeah, we just work from home.
Harness racing's always been in your blood, Joe. We're now into the fourth generations with your son, Jesse, but as far as you're concerned, third generation was always going to be harness racing?
Yeah, I couldn't see myself doing anything else. My grandfather started, and I've always worked with Dad, when he was having his little success during the 90s, into the 2000s, and it just seemed natural to just progress on.
Speaking of your father, Steve, very reminiscent, the opening winner on today's card, Robbie Morris wearing the predominantly yellow colours, which were the colours of your father, and yeah. Many a time in Harold Park when I would do an interview, I always used to refer to him as the Lemon Drop Kid, after a famous character by Bob Hope.
Right, yeah, no, they were the Mitavite colours. He was actually the first to have a sponsorship, wear a sponsorship colours, yeah. Yeah, so that was, they were the Mitavite colours, but his normal colours are the blue and orange as well, same as ours.
So you gave up driving 2 or 3 years ago. Happy with that decision?
Yeah. Well, these young guys, they drive every day. Like I was driving 3 times a week. It's not good enough. So to give our horses every chance and to run at their best ability, we've got David Morris, Cameron Hart, James Rattray, Chris Geary. We had Jimmy Douglas, and
on occasions Luke McCarthy. But so as you're saying, there's no shortage of talent out there in the barn.
No. Well, why should I go out there and do it when you've got got the professional boys doing it? And like watch Cameron Hart's drive on Conan Bridge on the other night, and it was just brilliant, to run second. When
you decided to hang up the silks, how many winners had you driven?
Around the 40 mark, I think. Yeah. But I wasn't doing a lot of driving anyway, yeah.
As far as the training ranks are concerned, you're certainly well up there?
Yeah, about 250 I think we've trained, yeah.
Joe, you had mostly pacers in your stable, but over the past 5, 6 or so years, there's been a big switch towards the trotters. Why?
We just come across a nice little mare, Rompers Monarchy, and we just loved her, and we just went, well, we like the trotters a little bit more, and we just went that way. It just sort of snowballed, we didn't have a lot of nice paces at the time, and we've got a couple of nice paces at the moment. But yeah, we just go more trotters at the moment. Yeah.
As I mentioned, your father Steve, and he also had a very outstanding record, but he also had a very special trotter by the name of Second Bat.
Yeah. He was the one that sort of, for the love of the trotters, and that was along 88, late in the late 80s. Yeah. He was a lovely horse. He was an Inner Dominion horse, and he won the Summer Cup at Harold Park, and yeah, he had a really good record.
Yeah, going back to 1988, placed in 2 Inner Dominion heats.
Yeah. Dad drove him the first year, and he placed in the first heat, in a heat down there, and then he ran mid to backfield behind True Roman, and then I took him down the following year, and Andrew Peace drove him, and he won the consolation that year. Yeah, he was fast. He would have loved this track here. He was a fast horse and a strong horse.
Oh, great times, Joe. Those Inter Dominion grand finals, but the series leading up, they were just special.
Yeah. I had a ball. I was down there for about, I was supposed to be there for 3 weeks. I ended up staying with Ronnie and Andrew Peace for about 6 months, and I didn't want to come home. So yeah, it was different back then. It was a lot more going on before and after the Inner Doms.
Mary, do you have a favourite horse in the stable?
Yes, I do. Revy J, and she's racing today in race 3.
Well, Joe, having a look at your runners on Saturday night, race 7, you've got 4 runners of the 10 to go around. Ko-Fi Monarch is off 10 metres along with Amanda Spur.
Yeah, they haven't been going as good as they have been in the past. They've just had little niggling problems, but I expect them to go a lot better this week. Yeah, they'll appreciate the stand, and they both get away real quick, so they'll be up nice and close. Get away from the mobile for them for a change.
20 metre markers in Conan Bridge and also Empire Bay, but they both handle the tapes.
Oh yeah, the 4 of them love the tapes. The two off the 20, they're actually low level flying at the moment. Like Conan Bridge is just come out of his skin at the moment, and Empire Bay, he couldn't be going any better. Like, we're really proud to have him in the stable, both of them. They're very nice horses. They've been nice horses all the way through their career.
Which one do you fancy?
Out of the 4, Empire Bay, me.
And Mary, Amanda Spur now, that was joined the stable back in September 2018. Was that bought on name only from New Zealand?
No, they're the owners of Rompers Monarchy, and they decided to send him down to us, and that's how it came. But everybody thought the horse was named after Amanda, but no, that's incorrect.
Well, there you learn something every day. Well, Joe and Mary, great to catch up with you here on Club and Angle TV. Continued success both on and off the track, and no doubt looking forward to one or more 2 grandchildren floating around shortly.
Maybe. You never know.
Never know. Yeah.